Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson going to run. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go to Freeman again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. No score after one on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Finish it up! 59 Mike, check, 59. Coming to you. UAX. Boys, you got it. Right there, baby.
Play action. It's Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great...
Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams, 30 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Ready, shot. Check 59. 59. Squeeze, double.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Taylor now from the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Jones. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he works free. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. the Packers add on to their lead.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
59, Mike, 59, Mike.
Now Jackson on first down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be fourth down.
Mike, check. 13. Here we go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Here we go. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
59.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Open man, here is Cobb. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Jackson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Packers.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.